I'm excited to be restarting life and getting a second chance to be free again. My mother taught me love each other, but I wasn't able to protect my siblings from her. I'll have to watch her, verbally abused, physically abused. She would look at my siblings as monsters. She had 5 of my siblings in the same room. During holidays, they wouldn't get holiday food, and I would, take some Thanksgiving food up there. Sometimes she stopped celebrating some of my siblings' birthdays. With all of that going on, it affects your mental health in a way. You can't change your mental health, you know what I'm saying? But what you can change is how you deal with it. I used to be very aggressive. I used to be very angry at life and things that life brought me that I feel like was unfair. I got into a lot of things that changed Dasia a little bit, that made me lose my identity a little bit. Getting into drugs, getting into drinking. We all so young, trying to grow and trying to numb that pain. In these last 3 years, I just been letting God give me back all that I've lost, because some of the trauma will make you forget. I had to sit down and recollect my mental health. I had to remember who I wanted Dasia to be. She's fighting to be better. She's fighting to grow. She's fighting to become who God wants her to be. Going to jail, it was the most humbling experience. After the first night of me realizing, okay, Dasia, you here because of yourself. This is the effect. What are you gonna do with it? And I had to tell myself, I can still make an impact here. I hosted a whole poetry night in there and had everybody being able to express themselves in a way that I feel like they didn't think they could. They didn't think that their art was worthy enough. And even the CO, jumped in and shared her talent with us. And that was just beautiful for me. I worked so hard to not make my identity a felon. That was a bad day. And that don't make me a bad person, And I think people need to know that even when you go through everything that you have to go through to become yourself, and they call it a damaged person. Broken crayons, still color. The CO, she told me, she said, you have a video call with the Bills Project. Miss Danielle is her name. And I get on there and she tells me, we did everything that we told you that we were gonna do. We're able to get you out tonight. And that just touched me. She said, put my number in and just let us know what's going on. And I have since. You really stuck on your word. You really are here to help. I don't want to be a burden, but Bill's Project, they don't look at you as a burden. They look at you as somebody who deserves the help, somebody who deserves a second chance in life, somebody who deserves to keep going, keep hope in a world full of chaos. That is what's going to lead you to where you want to be and the people that you want to be in the rooms that you never thought that you would be in, and change your narrative. Sometimes the first impression is all you get with somebody. And they get stuck with that, and not the Bill Project. They look at you as a whole.
Giving back to me with words that are slightly tainted. Copying my masterpieces, you call it inspired, but deep-rooted, you really hate me. After all the years, I paid you back by giving attention to the mask that you wore in front of those that couldn't people front. Wish you take it off to breathe. Your life means more to me than a lost apology you refuse to release.